Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. We're in the midst of doing some island mode. I think it's day 7. Yeah, so we have a couple of free time events. So at the very least, we won't have any island mode gameplay happening, at least not for a while. And since even though I mentioned it in a previous episode, since it's a new recording session, I just want to kind of point out that I'll be cutting out most of the, quote, gameplay elements of island mode, just to try to speed this along. I guess that's mostly it. I'll keep the bits in where I like make certain things, or where I'll make certain things, or if I change my mind, or how things are going. It was these guys. So I'll keep that in, but I think for the most part, anything related to that I'll just shut up and cut that out. Can't stop drilling. I don't know. Was that different? I don't know. That reminds me. Oh, that reminds me. Your place back home is a restaurant, right? As I recall, you said it was a diner. Huh? What? What happened? If you're looking for Robu-chan, he's sleeping beside me. What? Or are you talking about this apron? Just as I thought, you noticed it. A Chinese acquaintance of mine told me that he's karaoke buddies with a Versace designer. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Versace. Other words, earlier on, I wasn't sure. I'm just making it up as I go. So he had it specially made for me. Plus, it was the low price of only $490. Waste money much? Although I am notoriously stingy and cheap. Good lord, I could probably live off of $20 for about a week if I absolutely had to. By the way, he also got me this shirt. It was designed by Gaultier. Or maybe it's Gaultier. I don't know. It's all fancy fashion BS that I don't keep track of. If I remember right, I paid him back with a barrel of Shaoxing rice wine, I think. What? You know what? If I'm going to mess up all the words, I might as well mess them up with him. At least that way it doesn't taint any of the actual appealing characters. I feel like he totally changed the subject. I guess he really doesn't want to talk about the diner. If I'm going to serve first-rate customers in a first-rate restaurant, I need to be mindful of my appearance. If you're a chef, you're going to be in the back kitchen, cooking, not in front of people. What more is there to say? Plus, you got this weird braid thing going on in the back of your head. It's like it's kind of like a reverse. Oh God, what does Joe Dirt have? A totally mullet. It's kind of like a reverse mullet where it's party in the front and then shaved close in the back, or braided. I don't know what the hell is that. Anyway, I've discussed this with my siblings and they agree with me. What, that you're going to spend all your damn money on looking nice, even though you're going to be spilling food all over it constantly? But they're also, people have made mistakes due to the folly of youth. Geez, it has to be a mistake for them to admire a job like that. A job like what? I haven't seen them for a while, so I don't really know, but it sounds like they're being scouted by restaurants. Apparently, they're candidates for the title of Ultimate Male Escort, Ultimate Female Escort. They're looking in the wrong place, buddy. I think you fit both those bills quite nicely, based on our conversations so far. Male and female escorts. Aren't they underage? Plus, his siblings still have that face? Right? What happened? They must have some serious techniques. I guess that's probably why they're called ultimates. Every conversation with him turns pervy. everyone. Even when they're not actually about him, they go to a pervy place. Jeez, it's obviously they're just explaining their youth to make a quick buck. So what if they make 100 million annually or whatever? That much money doesn't mean a thing. Sure as hell doesn't mean a thing to me. That's right. Money isn't everything. You gotta think about the big picture. They think they're so great earning more money than me. I don't know if he's worried about them or just jealous of them. It's a bit difficult to tell. I know I'm jealous as hell. I would, you know what, I'd probably fucking do it I'd probably do that if that kind of money were involved. Not gonna lie, that $100 million, 1 year. What, you don't even have to make it a year. You could make it, what? I could probably make it on, let's see, 3 months would be a quarter, a month would be a third of that. That's still almost 10K a month. 1 month, and that would realistically be all you'd have to do. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard about it. It's not like it's happening. But still, didn't you become a chef just to make money? It's not just for money. My dream is... That's right. I want to own my own restaurant. Of course, that's not all. Obviously, I'd want to appear in a lot of TV shows, and it'd be nice to put on a dinner show, too. Maybe partner up with some convenience stores and fast food places, too. Don't you think? Doesn't that go against your whole philosophy of bad food, though? At least, well, bad and cheap and fast food? I don't... He's kind of hard to get a read on. At the very least, we know from Chapter 1 that his main objective is to basically save his mom from having to work constantly. Doesn't that mean, in the end, you'd only want fame and fortune? You're wrong. My real dream is, you know, having a cute, familiar wife. Maybe. Why the weird words? Okay, since it's not actually capitalized, I'm assuming it's some sort of... I mean, it can't be a proper noun. But I've never seen that word before. He looks like he confused himself somehow. And I feel just as confused as him. I don't know why, but I feel like he wants to hide his true intentions. I don't know what that is yet. Okay, well, that was a confusing conversation, but it makes me real jealous of his siblings. And kinda surprising that they wouldn't give even a dang dime to get their mom out of their situation. What a-hole siblings. After parting ways with Teruteru, I decided to return to my cottage. It's going to be another one, indeed. Let's go. Although, admittedly, that was a nicer conversation to have with him. I will admit that. It wasn't a train wreck to get through. How's the pet doing? It's been a while. It's still got poo in the toilet, so it's not sad yet. So, we will do... what, third? I think this is our third event, so we've got probably 2 more after this. Interested? Let's just skip that. And give him a present. Back down to the passionate glasses. Here we go. Alright. And there's the loins and the touching. Jeez, the ingredients in this island supermarket are no good at all. It's concerning. They aren't even properly managing their freshness at all. Well, there is no staff. Hello. I imagine it's probably hard to maintain fresh produce when there's no one on the island, and no trade, no incoming goods. Just a while ago, I even found an ingredient that had mold growing on it. I need to do something about it soon. What would you do, Hajime? If you're really that concerned about it, you're gonna have to learn some farming, boy. What do you do with moldy ingredients? I seem to recall. Kill it with fire, throw it away, and remove the mold. I mean, honestly, he's kind of nuts in the head. I think he might appreciate the answer, but I mean... typically when stuff starts to grow... well, it all depends on what's growing the mold. Bread and cheese you can sometimes save and it might be worth saving. Typically, I just throw it away, though. There's no other option but to throw it away, right? That's exactly right. If you want to cook a safe, tasty dish, that's the only way. Geez, such disrespect toward ingredients. He looks pretty mad. I guess he's really serious about ingredients. Regardless, I guess it's understandable since this supermarket is on some rural island. There's that freaking word again. I cannot say that word, and it's used so often, everywhere, and it's my bane. Compared to the market in Ayama that I always visit, this store is horrible. I don't really get it, but does it make that much of a difference? The end result usually looks tasty anyway. Hajime, you poor thing. From the bottom of my heart, I feel so bad for you. You've never seen the sparkle released by quality ingredients, the countless miracles, the sexy shimmer of a fish's eye, the seductive shine of oil dripping from the meat's fat. And there it is. I knew we couldn't get through a single conversation with it going pervy. I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope that there will be one that doesn't go full on, that doesn't go full M rating. Fresh, ripe vegetables with their smooth limbs. Just thinking about them makes my loins quiver. Isn't that bad for a cook? I really do miss my darling, tender ingredients. With my own hands, I want to reshape them as gorgeous and beautiful dishes. How about it? Are you getting turned on too? No. No. Instead of eating amazing dishes like that, I'd rather just eat normal food. But that might be because of the current situation. Then that's what I'll make for you the next time I feel like cooking for you. It's okay if I make an obviously cliched meat and potato stew with no fun flavors at all, right? I think it's a perfect dish for you, since you sort of look like a potato yourself. You are the one who's round and lumpy. Well, that all depends on if I feel like making it, so just wait patiently and look forward to it. I feel like he slipped in a snide comment about me just now. If anything, dude, you're like celery, okay? Tall stalks. A meat and potato stew made by the Ultimate Shelf. I'm looking forward to seeing the end result. And I'm still leveling up. I parted ways with Teruteru, who seemed to be in a strangely good mood, and returned to my cottage. And that's going to be the end of the day, and you know what, I'm going to get one more free time event in for you guys, just because I'm that kind of guy. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Even though selling is feeling pretty good. So I got my beast skin for the bag for the upgraded cleaning. I love how big Nekomaru's cleaning tool is compared to everyone else, and I think his shovel was the same way when I went back and looked at it. Pearls. Wait! No! Hyoko's down? Oh no! I did not see that coming! Shoot. Well, I guess I'm stuck with it. Because I ain't gonna really be able to do anything about that. So pearls must have come from the ocean. That makes sense. Unfortunately, I didn't get any diamonds from... So the diamonds... I think the diamonds are going to come from Nezumi Castle. At least that's what I'm guessing. Based on... Oh, special beast meat. That was associated with one of the tools I was looking at for, too. I'm getting distracted. I don't want to live like this anymore! God damn it, you will work! So, Hyoko passed out on me. That's gonna put a damper on things. That sucks, but it is what it is. We are heading back to Mr. Teruteru Hanamura for one more free time event in this episode, and then we move on to the next one, where I can probably sing to myself all the entire time while I'm doing the island game mode. Because that's what I do. Yes, we've had this flavor text before. We don't need it anymore. I'm really, really not interested in getting to know him with my body. In case this game hasn't found out by now. Passionate glasses. Here we go. Can I really have that? I can't stop drooling. At least that's not weird. Hajime, are you ready? What is this all of a sudden? What do you mean, am I ready? Who cares? Just answer. Are you ready? What should I do? Hell yeah, let's do it. I knew you would say that, Hajime. But, so what am I ready for? Well, isn't it obvious? You're ready to eat my specially made dish. Why do I need to be ready to eat something? Well, you know what they say, right? When food is so tasty that it melts in your mouth and tongue, try imagining that realistically. Oh, the horror! If something like that really happened, the dish would stop being food and become a weapon. Excuse me. Oops. If we keep chatting about pointless things, my wonderful dish will get cold. Now then, here you go. And with that, Teruteru revealed a Tupperware container. Before he even opened it, a delicious smell that words can't describe flooded the area. Is this what we were talking about before? My most proud masterpiece. Versailles-style meat and potato stew, cute of boof. Go on, try some. What is cute of boof? I don't know. I feel like I should, but I don't. Anyway, though the name makes me uneasy, it smells like a normal meat and potato stew. I made up my mind, and as soon as I opened the Tupperware, I was scarfing it down faster than I could shovel it in. Oh, it's delicious! It's extremely delicious! Steamy potatoes that fall apart so delicately, carrots seeping with such gentle flavor, onions that had nearly melted, tender meat with the perfect amount of fat clinging to it. He's infected, Hajime. We're gonna have to burn out your brain. Everything had combined to form such perfect harmony. I've never eaten such a delicious stew in my whole life. No. Did I? Somewhere? Well, obviously it's delicious. After all, I'm the one who made it. That may be obvious, but it's not just delicious. This taste. How should I put it? It reminds me of something I forgot. I wonder if this is in reference to the story as well, the main story towards the end of the game there. After I quickly finished eating, Teruteru silently stared at me for some reason. You sure say such interesting things. Yep, I think I have a general idea of what you like, so what should I make you next time? Zodiac-style boiled etouffee? Or no, how about Aztec-style mackerel simmered in miso de poche? I don't know. Stop speaking French! How about that? How about some macaroni and cheese? There, we'll offend your sensibilities for once. Though the names all sound suspicious, they seem like they're just regular home-style meals. Could his cooking specialty really be good old-fashioned home cooking? That would, that'd actually really line up nice. I don't know why he has to French everything up. I parted ways with Teruteru, who was excitedly planning and returned to my cottage. Alright, so I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode. In the next one, we'll probably finish off Teruteru's Teruteru's free time events. God, I completely forgot the words. We'll finish his stuff off. Jabba Hot Pop, so that sounds like more food. So we'll finish off Teruteru's free time events and then move on to someone else. I'm sure there's someone else I can think of. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.